might be a project that I'll be working on. I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this as a weekly deal, starting this Monday. I'm going to do like a show. Um, it's going to be called Drive Time with Droge, and basically it's going to be focusing on rideshare experiences here in Vegas. I do have other things I'd like to talk about because I do realize there are people that will be watching my show that are not from Vegas. Maybe they want to kind of get an idea what Vegas is like or whatever. So I'll be talking about what's going on in Vegas. Like example, um, you got the F1 race series that's come up. They got a couple of cars over and um, did some exhibits and showing off and stuff like that. So whenever events come up, I'll be talking about events, some things that maybe, whenever I'm talking to some of my writers, some of the conversations that we may have, I might want to share some of that with you. Um, might be talking about a little bit about politics. However, I'm going to say this, and I might say this in all of my shows. This is not a political show. This is not a religious show. This is a show of opinions and entertainment, because there are some funny things that tend to happen whenever I'm doing Uber, and I like to share that with my audience. But outside of that, we can pretty much talk about anything. Um, I am learning as I'm going here. This is something that I've been encouraged to do by a handful of people that like me, like my voice, or like my personality, or just like kind of where my mind is. And so I'm going to try to give it a try and see what happens. Um, when I look at my channel, I have about 500 subscribers, so I appreciate that. I hope that you all stay and not, stop watching my channel just because I changed it. Nothing's really going to change. I'm just going to start doing, more of a show every Monday, and then turning into a podcast eventually. But I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, so I don't want to do double the work. I'll just do everything from YouTube, and then there is a way to turn it into an audio podcast and everything. So I feel like it's going to be something fun to do. So I'm pretty excited about that. So Mondays, I'm probably going to do it around 9 a.m. in the morning. It's probably going to be about a 30-minute show, and we'll see how it goes, if it goes longer or not. I don't know. I listen to a couple of these talk shows myself. I'm a big sports buff. I listen to Colin Cowherd and The Herd. I like what he does. I like all the stuff that they do, and they have a lot to talk about, and I know there's a lot of work that goes into it because they got a lot to talk about every day. And here I am going to be doing it once a week because I feel like it's going to take a week of getting things together that would be interesting for everybody. Let's see. So when I have my first podcast, I believe I'll be doing that on Monday. Yes, Monday. Monday would be the 13th, 14th, right? Because tomorrow's the 11th. 12th, yeah. So Monday the 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific time is when I will be doing my show, Drive Time with Droge. And I'm looking forward to it. I have a full slate of things to talk about, and I hope everybody tunes in. You guys have a very good weekend. I know today's Thursday, but the weekend for a lot of people starts tomorrow, especially because it's Veterans Day and people are off. So today's a lot of Fridays for a lot of people. It's getting colder here in Vegas. In fact, right now it's 50 degrees outside, and it's almost 11 o'clock and windy, but that's because we had a snowstorm that came in the last couple of days. Of course, it doesn't ever hit Vegas. We have the mountains to thank for that. It doesn't get cold enough here, really. I mean, it does snow. In fact, just in the last 10 years, I'd have to say it's snowed more in the last 10 years than it has growing up. I've been here since like 83, 84, been through a lot of winters, and it was very rare for it to snow, and if it did snow, it stuck for a few hours. However, the last 10 years, it's been snowing a little bit more and sticking for a little bit longer. Usually about a day, maybe 2 at the most. I I know there was reports of Lee Canyon that they got 9 inches of snow last night. Yep. It's not even Thanksgiving. Snow's already up. But that's the one beautiful thing about being here, like with all the mountains around us, because we're in a valley. I mean, you go to the inner Vegas, which is basically the strip. Yeah, it's the lowest point in Vegas. And then, like where I'm at right now, I'm out here in Centennial Hills. We're a lot higher, and so you see Henderson and Anthem from here because it's a valley. You got mountains all around. But behind me, though, I got a beautiful view of Lee Canyon, and it's just snow caps. Beautiful. You don't get to see this kind of scene anyway. Safe, stay warm, because it is going to be